You are watching the Wellness Hour, news that makes you healthier. I'm Randy Alvarez. Today's topic, replacing missing teeth with dental implants. According to my first guest, he says nobody should be wearing a loose-fitting denture. With us, we have Oklahoma City's go-to implant dentist, Dr. David Lawrence. Dr. Lawrence, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me, Randy.
So before we get into today's topic, in your practice, like who's the typical dental implant patient that you see?
Typically, we see two groups of patients. Okay. One would be loose teeth, bleeding gums. Maybe their teeth need to come out. They've been told by another provider that their teeth need to come out, and they need a new set of teeth, and that's why they come to us.
Okay.
Another group would be denture wearers, either 6 months, 10 years, 30 years of wearing a denture, and they're looking for an answer. They're looking to be able to eat again, be able to eat steak. And so they come to our office because they want a new fixed set of teeth. For those people, we give them an upper and lower set of fixed teeth that do not come out.
Okay, good. Now, in Oklahoma City, are there a lot of people wearing dentures or headed to dentures, like in the whole state? Lots of them?
Well, in the whole state, probably hundreds of thousands of people, but in Oklahoma City, I would say 10 to 20,000 people wearing dentures.
So if there's that many people wearing dentures or headed to dentures, what's your take on why they're all not doing it?
Well, maybe they've been in a denture for a while, and so they're not going to see the dentist.
Okay.
And so they're just sitting at home thinking this is the best it's going to get.
So they don't even know their options.
They don't even know their options. Another could be cost. Of course, they spend a lot of money with their denture and doing a reline if they have to go to the dentist. So cost can play a role, and of course, age can. I've done this on a 91-year-old. So
sometimes they think they're too old to do this.
Absolutely. I get that objection all the time.
Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. Another one could be they're told they don't have enough bone. I have numerous patients that come in and say, well, another person told me I didn't have enough bone and I couldn't do dental implants. I had one person that was told elsewhere she didn't have enough bone for dental implants. So she was wearing a denture for years and was very unhappy. And so she comes to our office, and now that I have special training in these other special type of implants, we're able to give her a fixed set of teeth that doesn't come out. And so she loved to eat salads, and so for years she couldn't eat the salads she liked. After doing this procedure, she was able to enjoy the salads that she loved.
So no more dentures. We said that at the beginning of the show. Do you believe that the future of dentistry, like dentures as we know them today, won't exist?
Absolutely. That would be the goal, of course. We always want to have everyone with fixed set of teeth because we understand that dentures are just very uncomfortable. They require multiple adjustments, and the people just don't like them.
So how old can you be to get this done?
There's no age limitation at all. A couple months ago, I did this procedure on a 91-year-old.
Why would a 91-year-old want to do this?
She came in, she was wearing a denture that was connected to a few teeth she had left, and she was always struggling with sore spots from the moving denture, couldn't enjoy steaks and salads that she loved to enjoy. And so she was looking for an answer.
Okay.
And, in one visit, we were able to do an upper and a lower fixed set of teeth that did not come out. Next week, she comes back, she says, I can enjoy the salads and steaks that I used to enjoy and chew them.
So why would a 91-year-old want to do this?
She wasn't able to enjoy the foods she likes.
Okay.
At that age, it revolves around food. She wants to enjoy the foods that she used to enjoy, in her 40s and 50s. And so she was looking for an answer for that.
How soon could she eat after it's done?
Well, I told her to take it easy, maybe some soft foods for the first month or two, but 2 weeks after the surgery, she comes in and says, oh man, I'm enjoying the salads and the steaks that I used to enjoy. And that took me back a little bit because she wasn't following the directions, but it really made me feel great to know that she was able to enjoy foods again that she wouldn't able to enjoy if she didn't have this procedure done.
When you hear like a 70-year-old telling you, I don't know, I'm too old for this. That's not old at all, I guess.
Not at all. Not at all. To me, that's young. In today's world, we're living, longer than we ever have before. And so, at that point in your life, things revolve around meals and traveling. And so if you have a denture, you're not going to be able to do those and enjoy the foods you want.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I guess the way dental implants are typically done is you go to one doctor that does the surgery, another doctor that puts the teeth on top, and then you even get them maintained elsewhere. At your office, you do both parts.
We keep it all in-house.
Is that why you do it so quickly?
Yes, because we are able to perform everything in our office. we don't have to rely on other people and communicating with other offices. So in as little as 4 visits, you can walk in with no teeth and have a final set of teeth that do not come out and look beautiful. Additionally, we have an in-house lab to where we're doing everything digitally. So instead of those goopy impressions that you've had at the dentist before, now we use digital cameras, we use printers and mill units to make all these cool teeth for these patients. And so that also saves time as well. And the experience for the patient is much better as well.
So you brought some photos. What are we looking at?
Yeah, we got a couple patients here. The first patient, so Chris came to us, he was not happy with the appearance of his top teeth. And additionally, he was dealing with some infections in his gums, and those top teeth had to go. They were not savable. And so you'll see later on down the road what a good looking guy he is. He's got a great smile. And so we discussed his options, and initially he chose to do a snap-on denture. The unfortunate part about that, after about a couple years, he had multiple adjustments, was always spending money to fix the denture. And so he was looking for another answer. He wanted something that was going to be better than this and something he could enjoy some of his foods with.
So like teeth that don't come out.
Correct.
Yeah,
teeth that could not come out. Does that look like a nice smile to you, Randy?
It looks good. Looks real.
So with the eye teeth, we try to make them
canines,
the
right?
canines, correct. We try to follow the smile and make sure that
because they're a little pointy.
A little pointy.
That's by design.
That's by design. He wanted it to look a little bit younger in his smile. And we can make those flatter for anyone. We can customize those. And he really liked his front teeth as well, as far as the length and the width compared to the eye teeth. And so now, he, as you can tell, he's able to smile and just be a vibrant man.
Now, what about the roof of the mouth? Because like with a denture, it's covered.
Correct. With the denture, it covers the roof of the mouth. With this, we take that off. And so that increases taste as well, and it makes it easier to speak as well. So they have a lot more freedom with their tongue.
What about cleaning? Getting cleanings, things like that?
Absolutely. We always recommend our patients come in at least twice a year after having this procedure done to have their professional cleanings done, because it's just like having a car. We want to make sure that you're taking care of it and that it's maintained properly for a lifelong enjoyment.
What about pain? It seems like a painful procedure.
Well, number one, they don't experience any pain during the procedure. All of our patients are going to sleep with IV sedation. And so they come in and they wake up with a new set of teeth that don't come out, and so they think it's 15 minutes. So a little bit of amnesia as well. So that's a nice thing. I've had patients come in 2 days later and they were already back to work. So as far as pain goes during the procedure, there is zero.
Now, IV sedation, what do you monitor, and how safe is that, I should ask?
It's the safest form of sedation. We have patients come in and ask for the pill, but I always try to steer them away from it and require that they do IV sedation because
Why?
It's the safest. It's the safest method. We're monitoring their blood pressure. We're monitoring their pulse oximeter, meaning how much oxygen they're getting. And we're also monitoring their heart rate. And so we have all these different monitors hooked up to make sure it's a safe procedure for our patients.
And you could pull them out of it if you have to?
Absolutely. We can do that at the snap of a finger, and we also have reversal agents for if they do need to come out of it for whatever reason. And let me back up for a moment. He did have a snap-on denture with the palate covered. And actually, we don't do those anymore because of that very reason of multiple adjustments. Patients are just not satisfied, which means I'm not satisfied. And so we've really tried to steer away from the snap-on dentures.
You say the new guys start out doing a lot of the snap-in, snap-out dentures.
Correct. Typically, it's a little bit easier, not as difficult as far as the surgery or putting the denture in. And so with my special training, obviously, we're able to give patients that have the snap-on dentures something that's fixed that doesn't come out, which, like I said, does require more training and specialized training. But at our office, that's all we do.
So what do they like more? The way it looks or what they can eat?
I think it varies from patient to patient. We had one patient come in where he was just looking for something to chew with, looking for better function and be able to eat steak again. And so, after we completed the procedure, he was able to eat his steak again. Now, of course, they looked good, but he was more concerned about being able to eat. Recently, we've had a young man, about a 40-year-old, come in, and he had cavities all over his teeth, dark teeth, and they just didn't look good. So he wanted to have something that he used to have, a better smile. And so after one procedure, he was able to have that. He woke up from his surgery and was crying. He
Wow.
couldn't believe what he walked in with and what he walked out with in just a matter of hours.
And this is a guy that would have been wearing a denture.
He would have been wearing a denture, correct, that would cover the roof of the mouth.
What's it like when they see their face in the mirror for the first time?
You know, when I see that, that's what makes it all worth it, is seeing someone like that being able to look in the mirror and a matter of hours have their appearance change. They've come in with dark teeth, lots of cavities, and now they have this beautiful, perfect smile. And we've had a patient that looked in the mirror and was so happy with what she had received from our procedures. And after that, 2 weeks later, she comes back in our office and she said that she had received a promotion because her teeth looked so good.
That's nice.
Absolutely. And so
their self-confidence changes.
It changes completely.
You said you don't even recognize them sometimes when they come in like 6 months later.
They just look younger and just more energy. That's what I feel like it's doing to these patients, is they gain so much more confidence as well. Being able to know that they can smile like they used to, as far as when they were younger, and obviously being able to enjoy foods again, it just makes them happier and more confident.
Now, what about these people that have gum disease, like bleeding gums, the bad breath, the loose teeth? If their gums are that bad, can they still get this procedure done?
They can, yeah.
Is that like the typical patient you see?
That's
they
the typical
still have their
patient.
teeth, they're bad.
Yeah, like we talked about the first of the show, that's one of two groups, and typically that's one of the groups that we see is bleeding gums, infections in around the teeth. So number one with these infections, we want to clean up these gums and make sure that they're free of bacteria and be healthy again.
Okay. And the bad breath, does that go away?
That does go away when we do clean up the gums. The bad breath will go away.
Okay, you brought more photos. What are we looking at?
Absolutely. So we have Betty here. As you can see, she's really concerned about her top teeth, and she wants to do the lower teeth eventually, but she really wanted to focus on her top teeth. You can see she only has about 6 left there, and she's looking for an answer. She can't chew on her back teeth. She doesn't have any.
So she has no back teeth?
No back teeth. No back teeth to chew on. And obviously she wants to clean up the infections around her gums as well. And so these teeth aren't savable. We have to take these out.
So her option was a denture?
Denture, or have something that's fixed that doesn't come out.
Okay.
And so she chose to do the option of the fixed teeth that don't come out. As you can see in the second picture, how perfect that smile is.
That's nice.
She specifically chose those teeth, that shade, and especially the shape of them. She chose all that. That's all specific to her. And you can see she's smiling, and she just loves her teeth now.
Now, as far as eating with her, she was missing upper and lower teeth. I mean, is that one of the things she comes back and says, oh my goodness, I can eat whatever I want?
It's a game changer. She can eat anything she wants now. She wasn't able to chew anything on those back teeth before. Now she has back teeth that are fixed, that don't come out. And so she's able to enjoy all the foods that she loves. So these are a custom set of teeth that we made for her. Those are a little bit more oval, more rounded, but some people like triangular shaped teeth, longer teeth, shorter teeth.
Like a man would not have those teeth.
Correct, unless he wanted them.
Okay.
It's all specific to the patient. We do multiple appointments to make sure that they like every single detail of what they're going to get.
On a computer, are you able to show them like kind of what it's going to look like?
Yeah, we can before we even start, we can put on a computer of what the projected teeth will look like. And so from there they can get in their mind, even before we do surgery, okay, this is kind of what I'm thinking.
Are they surprised like when they see their face with the new teeth?
Oh, they love it. They love it. And that in itself convinces them to.
Do they say, I want that?
They say they want that. They want that. And even after the surgery, we have multiple appointments to make sure that if they do want to make any changes to the shape of the teeth, like I said, length, width, more oval, we have multiple appointments to make sure that they can have what they love.
We've talked on the phone about this, but many of these people, like the pictures of these people didn't like their teeth for like more than 10 years. Is that right?
Oh yeah, they more than 10 years, yeah, like you said. It's been maybe their entire lifetime. Maybe they had a terrible experience with the dentist when they were young, and they've avoided the dentist for 20, 30 years. I've seen patients like that. And so they're looking for an answer for the conditions they're in. We've had many patients come in and they haven't liked their teeth for 20, 30, 40 years. And so now they're looking for an answer because they're in so much pain. And they want to be out of pain.
Especially men. Do they wait and put this off to the last minute?
Men are the worst. Men are the worst. And what I see, though, typically with women, they have a bad experience earlier in life with the dentist, and they put it off, like I said, for 30, 40 years until they just can't do anything about it. They're in so much pain, and so they have to come see us.
So they lost out on some good years.
They lost out on multiple years not being able to smile and not being able to eat and enjoy their life like they want to.
Now, on the consult, when you're with a patient and you're hearing their tough story about how bad their teeth is, do you ever get excited going, they have no idea how good this is going to be?
I get very excited hearing those stories because they don't. Until they experience what they go through and the final result, they're never going to know. And so that's what I really enjoy, is just trying to get them excited for it and making sure that they're happy in the end. And
okay. Now, we should mention, I guess, even the best dental insurance really doesn't cover this. Medicare, Medicaid doesn't cover it. But you say people finance this.
Majority of our patients do finance it. We use multiple lending companies that you can do 1 year, 2 year interest free. And so that's what makes it affordable from a monthly perspective.
That's good.
With financing. And so, if you have to finance this procedure, that's what makes it affordable, being able to pay it over a number of months or even years.
And you have to have decent credit to get this
Decent
done?
credit, anything over about 600 typically gets approved.
Okay.
So, it doesn't have to be a perfect credit, but if you have something that's decent, or like I said, over 600, we're able to get this finance for you.
Work something out. Okay, so you have more photos.
More photos. So Gary here. Now Gary retired about 5 years ago, but now Gary's working again because he's a little bored. But also you can see as well, he's got some teeth that aren't in great shape. He's got some bleeding gums, infections around those teeth, and obviously a lot of teeth that are broken off. He can't enjoy the foods that he likes, and clearly you can see that if he smiles, it's not the best.
Now, teeth like that have got to be unusual.
Not unusual at all. Typically these patients are not smiling. They're not going around smiling because of the way their teeth look. So not unusual at all, and especially in our office, we see this a lot. And so Gary here, like I said, he's working again because he's bored, but he wants to be able to smile again, and he wants to be able to enjoy foods again.
It looks good on the after.
Yeah, and specifically, like we talked about before, those are teeth specific to what he liked. A little bit brighter, but I think they make him look younger, and obviously he loves them, and he thinks it makes him look younger, so absolutely.
Now, this guy was sedated too? I mean, all of these people pretty much get IV sedation?
Every patient that comes in for this type of procedure has IV sedation, is put to sleep, so they don't have any pain during the procedure.
And they have very little memory, you say? I mean, sometimes they don't remember any of it?
They don't remember anything. Typically they say, well, gosh, they wake up from the surgery, how long have I been here? They think it's been 15 minutes, but obviously it's been longer than that. So
now, we joked off camera, but like the most expensive thing about this is they start going out to eat all the time and traveling and things like that.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you hear eating stories a lot?
I do. That's like I said, that's one of two things. They want to look better and they want to be able to eat. If you have a denture, you can't eat the foods you like. The denture might look okay, but you're not able to travel and enjoy foods.
So guys like this, do they actually say, look, I don't want a denture?
Oh yeah, I get that all the time. They say, it's covering the roof of my mouth, it's moving all the time. So I have patients come in specifically, I don't want a denture. And so we make sure that they don't have a denture.
You're a dentist. Of course you think the smile is important. How important is it, in your opinion?
The smile is very important. Statistics show that. There's a recent study done by, I believe it was UC Berkeley, where they had taken pictures from a yearbook.
Like a high school yearbook.
Yeah, a high school yearbook, and they compared people that were smiling and weren't smiling, and then they compared them later in life as far as success goes. The people that were smiling were more successful in life than the people that weren't. So it's truly amazing what a smile can do.
Like a job interview. If one person's smiling, one isn't.
If someone is smiling and someone isn't in a job interview, who are you going to choose? You're probably going to choose the person that's smiling more. Gives it more energy, more vibrant.
With all things being equal.
With all things being equal.
You want to hire the person that has confidence, I guess.
We want to hire the person that has a nice smile and has the confidence.
What about people with bad teeth? You say they're judged unfairly sometimes.
Unfairly, they're judged. Absolutely. You look at a picture like that, you say, oh, that guy has bad teeth. he's dirty, he doesn't do anything. That's just not true at all. These people have great personalities that they're just hiding because their teeth look so bad. And so that's not true at all. Even with these people.
Like in Hollywood, you mentioned, in the movies, if you want to make somebody look poor, you give them bad teeth.
Just give them bad teeth and they'll look poor. But we all know that's not true in real life.
Or like on Halloween, they have those clip-on buck teeth.
Yeah, in Halloween,
or missing a tooth.
Halloween, you have those buck teeth or clip-on teeth, and obviously that changes the appearance of what you look like. But in my practice, when someone walks in looking like that with bad teeth, when we give them good-looking teeth that they like, their personalities change, their energy changes, and just their whole personality is just better. So to me, the smile means a lot.
Okay, good. Let's. You have another one.
Yeah. So this young lady came in. She had recently been hired as an insurance agent. And so she was traveling a lot, seeing a lot of people, talking to a lot of people. As you can see by the picture, she doesn't even have any top teeth at this point.
Was she wearing a denture?
She was not even wearing a denture at this point.
Okay.
The lower teeth have a bunch of cavities and they're just not savable and they needed to go as well. And due to some budget constraints, we did a snap-on denture on the lower. On the top, we did a fixed set of teeth that didn't come out.
Okay.
And so a couple months after this, she was not only given promotion, but she was given a raise as well. I'd like to think it was because of the teeth, but I'm sure it was because she was smiling more, she had more confidence, she was more outgoing, and also because she didn't have any teeth before, she wasn't able to chew. Now with the fixed set of teeth on top and the snap-on dentures, she's able to enjoy foods again. She's able to go out with clients and able to converse.
So, and we're short on time, but the two categories of patients that benefit from this. Okay, so they have really bad teeth and they're told they need a denture. And then the other group, they're currently wearing a denture. What are their options when it comes to dental implants in your practice?
Typically we have a few. The first option would start out with a couple implants. Now with the couple implants, it's still going to be a denture connected to it.
Okay.
So it's not, fully, doesn't stay in all the time. Another option, maybe we add a couple implants to that. Now, still a denture. So with both of those options, you still have a denture and it still moves a little bit. So you're still not able to regain all that function with maybe that the patient had before with all their teeth. Now, I typically don't like to do the snap-on dentures anymore because the patient satisfaction is just not there. So if the patient satisfaction isn't there, then the satisfaction is not there for me. So we try to have our patients do a fixed set of teeth where they don't come out. They're not going to cover the palate like a denture would. With these snap-on dentures, it's going to cover the palate. With the fixed set of teeth, it doesn't cover the palate.
So how many implants on the bottom and how many implants on the top to get them a full arch of teeth that don't come out?
Typically on top, about 4 to 6 implants on top and about 4 on the bottom. We could do more, but at least 4 on the bottom. And so with that, we're able to take the palate off. They can taste better. They can drink beer like they used to like. Taste foods a lot better.
Is it like a third set of teeth? You get your baby teeth, your adult teeth, you lose those, and now you got these.
I'd say it's better than a third set of teeth.
Why is
obviously,
that?
It still requires maintenance, but we're able to customize every little intricate detail of what the teeth look like. I think who this benefits most is people in retirement homes. Typically what I find is they're eating lunch and dinner with all their fellow residents, and so they're always talking. And so if someone's complaining about, well, I've got this loose fitting denture, I'm not able to eat that piece of food, if they come to our office, and I've had this multiple times where they have this procedure done and they're sitting down with their friends, they're enjoying their food, enjoying all the, all they like to eat, and the fellow resident they're talking to is wearing a denture and not being able to eat the food that they're eating. And so
they come in because so-and-so had it. Did they say that?
Yeah, the patient comes in and says, well, so-and-so had this done in your office, so I want to eat like them. And so they come into our office to have it done. But who else does this are husbands and wives or partners.
Okay.
They see what the partner or the wife or the husband do it, and they say, oh gosh, well, now you can eat again and your confidence is so much better. Maybe I should get this done. And so we see that a lot as well. As
Who does it first? The man or the woman?
Typically the woman.
She goes first.
Yeah, because you know how men are. They
put it off.
They want to put it off. They want to put it off as long as they can until they actually see the result and they see how life-changing it is. And so that's what convinces them to do it.
So it's perfect for couples. I mean, if they're wearing dentures, now they could go and travel and eat the local food or whatever.
That's typically what our patients say. They want to go travel. They want to have to not worry about a denture moving around, being at a family event, the denture plopping out onto the table. That's what they're trying to avoid. They're trying to get their life back.
Now I want to see more of these photos. We're going to take a quick break, and we come back. More also about the process, like what people can expect on day one. You're watching the Wellness Hour, news that makes you healthier. I'm Randy Alvarez. We'll be right back. I'm Randy Alvarez. You're watching the Wellness Hour, news that makes you healthier. We're talking about getting a brand new set of teeth in just one day. Dr. Lawrence says that if you have bleeding gums or loose teeth, or you've been told your only option is the denture, he says he might be able to help you. So people that have been told, like at other offices, your only option is a denture. You help those type of people all the time?
We help them all the time.
Is it just because they're not trained in implant dentistry? What's your take? I mean, why would a dentist say your only option is a denture?
Maybe, yeah, maybe they're not trained. Maybe that they think that's the only option for the patient. Maybe they don't know about implants. And so we want to make sure that people know about the implants and what their options are.
Okay, good. Now, final message. You said there's two main categories. People with really bad teeth that are about to lose them, and then the denture wearers. Let's say that they heard what you have to say today, but they're still skeptical. They're still afraid, right? Nobody likes going to the dentist. And maybe they're going to put it off. What do you say to them?
We welcome them in. You know, come in for a consult and see what your options are. There's no hurt in coming in and just seeing what your options are.
Do they get to meet you on every consult?
Absolutely.
Is it a free consultation?
It is a free consultation, free X-ray, and a free consultation, and they get to meet me as well.
How soon from the time they get there you'll know whether or not they could do this, whether they're a candidate?
Within minutes. After the X-rays are taken, I'm able to tell immediately if they're a candidate for it.
So what's the best way to get started? Do they go to your website, make an appointment there, or just call your office?
Call our office is the best way to get in touch with us.
Okay, I want to thank you for coming on the show. Good stuff.
Thank you for having me.
You've been watching the Wellness Hour, news that makes you healthier. I'm Randy Alvarez. For now, I wish you good health.
Thanks for watching the Wellness Hour, the leader in medical news with your host, Randy Alvarez, the authority on health issues.